What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you drinking? What are you drinking? What are you drinking? What are you reading now? What are you reading now? What are you reading now? What are you writing? What are you writing? What are you writing? What are you watching now? What are you watching now? What are you watching now? What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? What are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide? What makes you? What makes you? What makes you? What makes you sad? What makes you sad? What makes you sad? What makes you laugh? What makes you laugh? What makes you laugh? What makes you so sure? What makes you so sure? What makes you so sure? What makes you depressed? What makes you depressed? What makes you depressed? What makes you different? What makes you different? What makes you different? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel alive? What makes you so confident? What makes you so confident? What makes you so confident? What's your? What's your? What's your? What's your goal? What's your goal? What's your goal? What's your size? What's your size? What's your size? What's your plan? What's your plan? What's your plan? What's your score? What's your score? What's your score? What's your point? What's your point? What's your point? What's your secret? What's your secret? What's your secret? What's your answer? What's your answer? What's your answer? What can I? What can I? What can I? What can I eat? What can I eat? What can I eat? What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? What can I bring? What can I bring? What can I bring? What can I do now? What can I do now? What can I do now? What can I tell you? What can I tell you? What can I tell you? What can I teach you? What can I teach you? What can I teach you? Would you like to? Would you like to? Would you like to? Would you like to leave? Would you like to leave? Would you like to leave? Would you like to try? Would you like to try? Would you like to try? Would you like to eat now? Would you like to eat now? Would you like to eat now? Would you like to share? Would you like to share? Would you like to share? Would you like to dance? Would you like to dance? Would you like to dance? Would you like to listen? Would you like to listen? Would you like to listen? Would you like to ask Mike? Would you like to ask Mike? Would you like to ask Mike? Would you like to come in? Would you like to come in? Would you like to come in? Why are you so? Why are you so? Why are you so? Why are you so shy? Why are you so shy? Why are you so shy? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Why are you so thin? Why are you so thin? Why are you so thin? Why are you so mean? Why are you so mean? Why are you so mean? Why are you so tall? Why are you so tall? Why are you so tall? Why are you so rich? Why are you so rich? Why are you so rich? Why are you so lazy? Why are you so lazy? Why are you so lazy? Why are you so sleepy? Why are you so sleepy? Why are you so sleepy? Why are you so nervous? Why are you so nervous? Why are you so nervous? Why do I? Why do I? Why do I? Why do I even care? Why do I even care? Why do I even care? Why do I need this? Why do I need this? Why do I need this? Why do I need help? Why do I need help? Why do I need help? Why do I have to go? Why do I have to go? Why do I have to go? Why do I believe you? Why do I believe you? Why do I believe you? Why do I feel so empty? Why do I feel so empty? Why do I feel so empty? Why do I have to decide? Why do I have to decide? Why do I have to decide? Why do I have to dress up? Why do I have to dress up? Why do I have to dress up? Why do I have to tell him? Why do I have to tell him? Why do I have to tell him? Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you go out? Why don't you go out? Why don't you go out? Why don't you say it? Why don't you say it? Why don't you say it? Why don't you listen? Why don't you listen? Why don't you listen? Why don't you grow up? Why don't you grow up? Why don't you grow up? Why don't you trust me? Why don't you trust me? Why don't you trust me? Why don't you sit down? Why don't you sit down? Why don't you sit down? When will you? When will you? When will you? When will you go? When will you go? When will you go? When will you come? When will you come? When will you come? When will you begin? When will you begin? When will you begin? When will you pay me? When will you pay me? When will you pay me? When will you get here? When will you get here? When will you get here? When will you graduate? When will you graduate? When will you graduate? When will you go to Paris? When will you go to Paris? When will you go to Paris? When will you get married? When will you get married? When will you get married? When will you let me know? When will you let me know? When will you let me know? When did you? When did you? When did you? When did you know? When did you know? When did you know? When did you get up? When did you get up? When did you get up? When did you ask her? When did you ask her? When did you ask her? When did you get back? When did you get back? When did you get back? When did you buy this? When did you buy this? When did you buy this? When did you meet him? When did you meet him? When did you meet him? When did you call David? When did you call David? When did you call David? When did you find out? When did you find out? When did you find out? Which one do you? Which one do you? Which one do you? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Which one do you mean? Which one do you mean? Which one do you mean? Which one do you choose? Which one do you choose? Which one do you choose? Which one do you like best? Which one do you like best? Which one do you like best? Which one do you think is correct? Which one do you think is correct? Which one do you think is correct? Which one do you think is more difficult? Which one do you think is more difficult? Which one do you think is more difficult? Which one do you think I should buy? Which one do you think I should buy? Which one do you think I should buy? Which, would you? Which, would you? Which, would you? Which car would you choose? Which car would you choose? Which car would you choose? Which wine would you recommend? Which wine would you recommend? Which wine would you recommend? Which newspaper would you prefer? Which newspaper would you prefer? Which newspaper would you prefer? Which movie would you like to see? Which movie would you like to see? Which movie would you like to see? Which game would you like to play? Which game would you like to play? Which game would you like to play? Which museum would you like to visit first? Which museum would you like to visit first? Which museum would you like to visit first? Whose? 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 Who's Peter? Who's Peter? Who's Peter? Who's right? Who's right? Who's right? Who's that man? Who's that man? Who's that man? Who's your boss? Who's your boss? Who's your boss? Who's her father? Who's her father? Who's her father? Who's behind you? Who's behind you? Who's behind you? Who did you? Who did you? Who did you? Who did you see? Who did you see? Who did you see? Who did you ask? Who did you ask? Who did you ask? Who did you tell? Who did you tell? Who did you tell? Who did you visit yesterday? Who did you visit yesterday? Who did you visit yesterday? Who did you go camping with? Who did you go camping with? Who did you go camping with? Who did you buy those flowers for? Who did you buy those flowers for? Who did you buy those flowers for? What time do you? What time do you? What time do you? What time do you close? What time do you close? What time do you close? What time do you have a nap? What time do you have a nap? What time do you have a nap? What time do you have dinner? What time do you have dinner? What time do you have dinner? What time do you walk the dog? What time do you walk the dog? What time do you walk the dog? What time do you want to meet? What time do you want to meet? What time do you want to meet? What time do you usually wake up? What time do you usually wake up? What time do you usually wake up? What time should I? What time should I? What time should I? What time should I come back? What time should I come back? What time should I come back? What time should I meet you? What time should I meet you? What time should I meet you? What time should I check in? What time should I check in? What time should I check in? What time should I leave the hotel? What time should I leave the hotel? What time should I leave the hotel? What time should I go to the airport? What time should I go to the airport? What time should I go to the airport? What time should I call back? What time should I call back? What time should I call back? What time should I be there? What time should I be there? What time should I be there? Where's? 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 Where's Tony? Where's Tony? Where's Tony? Where's my cup? Where's my cup? Where's my cup? Where's your wife? Where's your wife? Where's your wife? Where's my room? Where's my room? Where's my room? Where's your office? Where's your office? Where's your office? Where's his house? Where's his house? Where's his house? Where's her hat? Where's her hat? Where's her hat? Where do you? Where do you? Where do you? Where do you work? Where do you work? Where do you work? Where do you teach? Where do you teach? Where do you teach? Where do you go skiing? Where do you go skiing? Where do you go skiing? Where do you go fishing? Where do you go fishing? Where do you go fishing? Where do you play tennis? Where do you play tennis? Where do you play tennis? Where do you go shopping? Where do you go shopping? Where do you go shopping? How do I? How do I? How do I? How do I sign up? How do I sign up? How do I sign up? How do I find you? How do I find you? How do I find you? How do I help John? How do I help John? How do I help John? How do I get there? How do I get there? How do I get there? How do I get started? How do I get started? How do I get started? How do I use chopsticks? How do I use chopsticks? How do I use chopsticks? How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? How do I delete this file? How do I delete this file? How do I delete this file? How's your? How's your? How's your? How's your son? How's your son? How's your son? How's your job? How's your job? How's your job? How's your family? How's your family? How's your family? How's your new apartment? How's your new apartment? How's your new apartment? How's your shoulder? How's your shoulder? How's your shoulder? How's your English? How's your English? How's your English? How long will? How long will? How long will? How long will you stay? How long will you stay? How long will you stay? How long will this last? How long will this last? How long will this last? How long will you be there? How long will you be there? How long will you be there? How long will the trip take? How long will the trip take? How long will the trip take? How long will I have to wait? How long will I have to wait? How long will I have to wait? How long will the storm last? How long will the storm last? How long will the storm last? How far is it from, to? How far is it from, to? How far is it from, to? How far is it from here to Tokyo? How far is it from here to Tokyo? How far is it from here to Tokyo? How far is it from New York to London? How far is it from New York to London? How far is it from New York to London? How far is it from your house to town? How far is it from your house to town? How far is it from your house to town? How far is it from here to the airport? How far is it from here to the airport? How far is it from here to the airport? How far is it from Australia to New Zealand? How far is it from Australia to New Zealand? How far is it from Australia to New Zealand? How far is it from here to the next village? How far is it from here to the next village? How far is it from here to the next village? How often do you? How often do you? How often do you? How often do you call John? How often do you call John? How often do you call John? How often do you practice? How often do you practice? How often do you practice? How often do you play golf? How often do you play golf? How often do you play golf? How often do you come here? How often do you come here? How often do you come here? How often do you go fishing? How often do you go fishing? How often do you go fishing? How often do you go shopping? How often do you go shopping? How often do you go shopping? How often do you wash the car? How often do you wash the car? How often do you wash the car? Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you bald? Are you bald? Are you bald? Are you John? Are you John? Are you John? Are you lying? Are you lying? Are you lying? Are you tired? Are you tired? Are you tired? Are you loyal? Are you loyal? Are you loyal? Are you drunk? Are you drunk? Are you drunk? May I? May I? May I? May I hug you? May I hug you? May I hug you? May I sing now? May I sing now? May I sing now? May I call later? May I call later? May I call later? May I have a look? May I have a look? May I have a look? May I take a bite? May I take a bite? May I take a bite? May I talk to her? May I talk to her? May I talk to her? Could you? Could you? Could you? Could you forgive me? Could you forgive me? Could you forgive me? Could you repeat that? Could you repeat that? Could you repeat that? Could you explain why? Could you explain why? Could you explain why? Could you turn around? Could you turn around? Could you turn around? Could you stay with me? Could you stay with me? Could you stay with me? Could you take me home? Could you take me home? Could you take me home? Could you give me a hug? Could you give me a hug? Could you give me a hug? Do you want to? Do you want to? Do you want to? Do you want to win? Do you want to win? Do you want to win? Do you want to stop? Do you want to stop? Do you want to stop? Do you want to quit? Do you want to quit? Do you want to quit? Do you want to give up? Do you want to give up? Do you want to give up? Do you want to talk now? Do you want to talk now? Do you want to talk now? Do you want to try this? Do you want to try this? Do you want to try this? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to hang out? Have you got? Have you got? Have you got? Have you got any plans? Have you got any plans? Have you got any plans? Have you got any change? Have you got any change? Have you got any change? Have you got any ideas? Have you got any ideas? Have you got any ideas? Have you got a mobile phone? Have you got a mobile phone? Have you got a mobile phone? Have you got a bank account? Have you got a bank account? Have you got a bank account? Have you got an appointment? Have you got an appointment? Have you got an appointment? How much is? How much is? How much is? How much is the shirt? How much is the shirt? How much is the shirt? How much is this book? How much is this book? How much is this book? How much is your rent? How much is your rent? How much is your rent? How much is that coat? How much is that coat? How much is that coat? How much is the ticket? How much is the ticket? How much is the ticket? How much is this dress? How much is this dress? How much is this dress? How much is this camera? How much is this camera? How much is this camera? Whose is it? Whose is it? Whose is it? Whose dog is it? Whose dog is it? Whose dog is it? Whose book is it? Whose book is it? Whose book is it? Whose mistake is it? Whose mistake is it? Whose mistake is it? Whose decision is it? Whose decision is it? Whose decision is it? Whose car is it? Whose car is it? Whose car is it? Whose birthday is it today? Whose birthday is it today? Whose birthday is it today? Whose turn is it to cook tonight? Whose turn is it to cook tonight? Whose turn is it to cook tonight?